get our standings back up here.
Bum, bum, bum.
Take a look at Progenitus.
All his beauty. And
Lyle
gets there.
takes it over Taylor.
Okay.
Delvered the best.
Delvered
the best.
the best.
I'm like curious if the sideboards had a big factor in that matchup too, with like Lyle having access to white and stuff like that, where Tyler's didn't seem. His was just kind of just a red-blue style.
Does Meddling Mage just say opponent?
Can't cast it.
I don't.
Is it opponent
I don't
can't cast
think
cards?
There's a way to find out because we
It's a
have
card bot.
You're right. Let's use the
MTG
card
bot
bot.
to answer that question.
I don't think it's. I think it's just that the named card can't be cast.
Name and all that name card. Okay, so he would have to be really choosy about what he wanted to shut down if you played Meddling Mage.
So the finals.
This is it.
Definitely an uphill battle for our Blazing Infect player.
4 lightning bolts. Definitely not exactly what he wants to see. Everybody's crowding around.
Yeah, exciting times. No ban modern. And the first one at the shop too.
Yes. We're definitely gonna. I'm excited to do it again. I'm gonna play it the next time. You can
Nice.
see me playing miracles. There will be
Already
no
decided.
Get ready, guys.
Bored now.
Get those sideboards.
best
prepared.
deck in Magic. Miracles.
Does it run path?
Yes.
It is the best. It's the best deck in Magic.
Yeah, there's nothing better than just sitting across from your opponent and them not having anything on the board and not being able to play anything. So it's great.
It's great. That's what I want to do.
That's how I like to play.
Be careful, Chris. You're starting to sound like Nan.
I'll take
Turtle
it.
dot deck.
Nothing better. Or just winning in one turn. You either got to win in 17,000 turns or you win in one turn.
Just
All that sounds great.
Either Storm or Miracles. That's all. That's the only 2 decks that matter. Looks like allows either mulliganing or shuffling, doing that pile shuffle thing.
Yep.
Or it takes a while.
I hear Tatradamus taught us if you riffle shuffle 9
times.
times, it's got to be 9. 8 is too few, 10 is too many.
Then everything clumps again.
Yep. You gotta do it again. I'm gonna have to try it.
I wonder how many times you have to pile shuffle for it to be
Oh,
effective.
that's
Maybe-
actually that would be a good experiment to do.
God, could you imagine just sitting across from your opponent, they pile shuffle 6 times.
Judge.
It's already 30 minutes gone in the round.
Can slow play, please.
I think, isn't the rule you only have 3 minutes to shuffle?
I think it is like it's like a real low number to cut off
Yeah,
those
I
people
don't know why
that
I
are
said
just
10.
like.
I'm gonna top in response. Alright.
Chris says a couple ponders and an island. That's probably good enough.
I see some ink mods as well. Delver of top.
Polluted. He's not going to trick us in the lands that he's going to get. There's a steam vent
Also,
coming down.
not going to worry too much about his life total.
No, it doesn't seem really important.
Especially with Blazing Infect. They don't even have the option
Until
of the damage
sideboard.
route.
Hiya.
Spellskite.
That's true. That is his 6-card sideboard.
Surprise, got him. Real damage from Spellskite. Double Blazing Shoal.
Island and a ponder.
Here's a ponder.
Man, we had a couple instances off camera of people thinking Preordain was ponder and vice versa.
Yeah, I can imagine
So-
that. Like, you're not used to playing these cards, and they're just like, yeah, Judge.
And it's gonna be great. The next time we do it too is everybody's gonna be 6 rounds more familiar with the format. So
True.
it'll be
Yeah.
a lot less fumbling.
I think there'll be the people that were here are going to be more familiar with it, but we also had it during the pre-release. So there was people that like in West Virginia, in Loudoun County, and in the surrounding areas that were probably playing at their pre-releases and not able to come up.
Yeah.
14.
So that is why next time we are not going to do it during pre-release weekend.
Hopefully.
We just really didn't think about that. And then we were just like, like
We're
it's
already-
been
But
decided.
it's like, at the same time, it's like people that will play a pre-release on a different day or that are there for
Oh.
pre-release will just, you know what, I'll play the no ban modern stuff too.
Missed up number
Six.
I think it's 6.
number 6.
Let's say 6. 6 sounds better.
It's definitely been used more. Stops the ponder.
Bam.
Beats for 2.
Prowess triggers. I do like the Swift Spear in the Delver list. I think it seems like a good place to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he cuts the snapcasters for the Swiss Spears.
Okay.
I believe. Which I think is fine.
We sound so official as we ruffle papers.
Yep. No snapcasters.
No snaps. Alright.
Here is a preordain.
Let me.
And
For
example. That's Chris. I don't play with these cards.
Lyle says it's fine. Just shuffle your cards.
Oh, it's like, is Lyle even on camera? We're like, just
It's like
way
a
back,
mile
and then
back.
every so often you'll see him lean up and do something. It's all right.
We get spoiled. Oh.
Now I will cast my ponder.
Yes. This is what I meant to do.
Hey, first time. You can see that blighted agent.
Judge. Alright, we need to... Someone in this room needs to become a judge.
I was working on it for like a month, and then
And
it's
you're
a lot of work.
This is really complicated.
It's like
All
I
these
have more
rules.
respect for those guys, man,
Mm.
because you have to learn a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think that would be cool, but my brain couldn't do it.
Like
It's filled with enough useless information for nerdy stuff, like Pokemon stats.
I've reached my cap.
Like, yeah, I don't think I have enough to be able to explain all of the crazy nuances and interactions. I can tell you basic stuff,
Yeah,
but that's as far as I'm going.
like I did the rules advisor thing, which is just judge light. Pretty much,
Yeah.
you're not officially, you can't officially judge things, but
Mhm.
you know the rules well enough.
You can be able to help out in need be.
Yeah,
Preordain.
Triggers.
nothing but cantrips.
Trigger. Wish I had a pyromancer.
Bolt the spell pierce. Probably wants both of those.
Yeah, seems
Yeah, those are
pretty
fine.
nice.
So he draws the bolt.
Okay, spell snare, spell pierce, poison island.
Nice
Okay.
looking island.
Full of interaction. I do really like those islands. I forget, are they the APAC? I think.
I don't know. I just think they look pretty.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time seeing those islands, actually. Because I thought he
sure.
had a different set of islands for
His
his.
blue white.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
He did have a different set.
He's just like, hey, I'm doing a different deck.
He
I
may,
need different-
you know, honestly, Lyle may just have, this is my no band legacy lands.
This is the,
These are my
I'm
modern
only allowed to
lands.
use these from these
It could be your juju thing you got going on. Here's a
Listen.
preordain.
I am superstitious with a few things. Magic just happens to be one of them.
No bandless legacy. Is that what you said?
Well, yeah,
Oh
you know,
my
like-
god.
No. Don't get me wrong. The no band modern or legacy. I forgot the word.
Yeah, that's just
There was
they're
a slash.
separated.
See,
No band legacy.
Vintage without a restricted.
Right.
list.
Yeah.
4 black lotuses. Oh, wait.
Got there.
So we just firing cantrips on each side, left and right.
Here's another ponder.
Neil has something to say about that one.
Yeah, spell
That
pierce.
was
Spell pierce.
Dang it.
Trigger.
Just in case.
Maybe relevant.
And pass turn. There's another Ink Moth in hand. And Blade Agent.
I mean, I'm just saying, at this point, Lyle's like, okay, alright, I know what's happening now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
He hadn't seen
if
anything.
he had not known ahead of time what Keller was on, just seeing here's 2 islands and all of these cantrips, it's like, are you just like digging for Delver or
Yeah.
red mana here? What are you
He's
doing?
playing Laboratory Maniac.
Okay, Pierce, Snare, and a Bolt.
So Chris is definitely not happy to see all of that interaction.
No, but he got his own Spell Pierce here.
Yeah, so he's got a little bit to fight back.
So
He's still missing the Blasphemous Act.
he is missing the. So he could try to jam out a Blade Agent and pull the Spell Snare out, which
Just
seems
get that out of the way.
fine. Just so it's one less thing to worry about.
Yeah. Trigger.
Always matters. Land, pass.
Oh, he's got another Ink Moth.
Going to 13.
Lyle very close to Chris's life total by his own doing.
That's true.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll do the work for you. Oh, 2 bolts.
Yeah, ugh.
That makes things difficult.
2 bolts and a spell pierce.
I mean, the Spell Pierce they can fight over because Keller has his own Spell Pierce, but the bolts start to become dangerous, especially if Keller starts getting low in life. You can just sit there and fling him at face and get extra triggers off of it too. Another Gataxian. Looks like he'll choose to pay the mana instead of the life here. He's starting to get low.
Ugh.
And sees the double bolts.
I mean, Chris is essentially at 2. Like, if Lyle chooses to bolt face on his turn, he gets those prowess triggers. Like, another bolt off the top will just do it.
Blighted.
Jams the Blighted.
Okay, hoping to try to pull
That-
at least
yep.
one of the lightning bolts here.
But just passes the turn. Looks like a land? Oh.
Was that a sudden shock? Is that what that was?
No, that's
I don't think it was a sudden shock.
that's another Swift Spear.
Okay.
So that would be super gross.
Well, the other Swift Spear just does it too. If Lyle wants to go for it. Chris does have the Spell Pierce, which will hit one of the bolts if Lyle does choose to go all in.
It would force him to 9 to do it though.
Mm-hmm.
Crash.
Oh yeah, I think he's dead.
Because if he goes block one of them,
Yeah, either way, he's got to go to 9
Yeah.
to do something.
yeah.
And even if one of the bolts doesn't resolve. So Lyle
Bolt.
looks like he's going to go for it.
Trigger. Bolt.
Spell Pierce, but still.
If he goes to 6, he's still taking 6.
And yeah.
Scoops him up.
Well, I mean, that's. Even with all those digs, saying, here's my Preordained, here's my Ponders, here's my Gataxian Probes, Chris was still not able to find the other half of his Blazing Shoal. Like, he ended up with 2 Blazing Shoals at the end, and not the Blasphemous Act.
Alright, so let's look at Lyle's sideboard.
There you go.
There we go, I got it. So he's got a 4 Meddling Mage again, 2 Rest in Peace, 2 Stonies, 2 Smashes, a Wear Tear, a Pithy Needle, a Snag, a Spell Pierce, and a Forked Bolt. I think he's going to bring in a lot of cards.
Yeah.
I think he's got quite a few good ones. Like, the Meddling Mage is going to do it. You can name Blazing Shoal. Rest in Peace, not so much. Stony Silence, not so much. Smash gets rid of the
Ink
Ink Moth.
Yep.
So that's another. So same thing with Wear and Tear. And Pithing Needle on the same lines of getting rid of the Ink Moth, which is a lot harder for Lyle to deal with. And then you've got, he's most likely bringing the Vapor Snag. I could see him bringing in the Spell Pierce and the Forked Bolt.
So, like,
Maybe not Forked Bolt, because it is sorcery speed.
it is sorcery, but I mean, pretty much everything else on there is stuff that he could choose to.
Yeah.
To
He's got a
bring
lot
in.
of options.
But I definitely like the Meddling Mage.
Yeah.
Coming in because Keller's not really going to have much removal. Especially with the 6-card sideboard, it makes it difficult to be able to.
I like how he didn't even try.
But it also shows the power of the deck. He didn't try too hard with the sideboard. Just was able to get it thrown together like an hour before.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it's a really risky deck to side anything out.
Yeah.
Because it's not just I have these 2 cards and these are the combo, or like you play Collected Company, you have such a wide variety of ways to win. Like you have to have the Blasphemous deck or the Progenitus with the Blazing Shoal.
Yeah.
So even if you did, you don't want to shave too much.
Mm-hmm. Like I guess he probably just saves like cantrips.
Yeah, but even then he's got to dig.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like, and he's like all of his mainboard cards are just good. Also, he might bring out the probes. That actually might be something because he doesn't want to take extra damage.
Sure.
So I can see him bringing those out.
Yeah, and then like the Spellskite's coming in is the safe way to play here.
Yeah, he doesn't really need the other 4 cards.
Alright, Lyle's still debating about his set because again he has so many options and it's really kind of narrowing it down what would be the most efficient way to help my deck out against the Blazing Infect.
Yeah, well, I mean, the same thing goes for Lyle, too, where he doesn't really want to side anything out because his main deck's already so well equipped to deal with Blazing Infect.
Another strong meta call for Lyle. I think he was prepared for a lot of the decks that we saw tonight. What didn't we see that's popular in
Twin. I was super sad that nobody played Hypergenesis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That deck is sweet.
Hopefully for the next one.
We didn't see Miracles.
We didn't see Miracles.
We didn't see Elves.
Oh, that's true. Because that green card that when you play a creature you draw cards.
Glimpse.
That's
Glimpse
of Nature.
Glimpse of Nature, I think so.
Is that what it is?
Is it Glimpse? It's not Glimpse the Unthinkable. That's the mill card.
Yeah.
I think it's Glimpse of Nature.
You could play that.
Card bot?
MTG bot? What you got? Glimpse of Nature? See if we're right.
Let's see, what else? Death and Taxes was it something that I saw a lot when I was just looking up decks.
Okay.
Let's see. There's something else. Jund. Because you get like Deathrite and Bloodbraid Elf.
Oh, that's true. All the stuff from
Yeah.
the original before they were like, yeah, you guys, you need to calm down. Your turn 2 lilies here. No, we're not doing that anymore.
God, I was looking up deck lists earlier today, and I saw a super sick Sultai. It was called Sultai Tempo, and it was basically Snapcasters, Goyfs, Liliana, Jace. It really just any blue and black and green card that you could think was good was just jammed into that deck. It was super sweet. I'd like to see that too.
So many cool things that people can do. We saw all the affinity options really that you'd expect to see. I don't think Burn really is worth playing. I mean, we saw like Lyle got himself to 13, but there's like most of the good burn spells are 1 mana.
Yeah.
And with Mental Misstep being available, it makes it much harder to sit there and burn people down.
True.
I definitely like. I think Burn would have been like a somewhat viable option if that's kind of just what you had and what you were working with. But like, especially just with the speed of the format too, like Burn's just not that fast in comparison. All right, looks like Chris is going to 6 with Lyle keeping his hand.
Lyle likes what he's got. Tetradamus in chat saying, I'm already picking up cards for Hypergenesis.
Nice.
Oh, Pod. We also didn't see Pod.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, but I feel like with the way how quick things are, Pod might just be too slow.
Yeah. That's how I feel. I don't think it's...
I mean, it's a cool deck to see at no ban. It would be nice to see it back for this sort of thing, but I think, at least for the format that we had for this particular one, maybe it'll start to develop its own particular format, and Pod will be there at some point. But
yeah, I'm hoping next time we see more of a variety. Because this time I think there was four Delver players. There were 2 Dragon Storms, which was super weird.
Turtle Feel with
Thank
the follow.
you for the follow.
No problems. We don't mind lurking.
I don't know.
Appreciate the follow. Tatrodamus may be against it, but
no, I think it would be cool to see like an elf player too and stuff like that. But I think that's like Eldrazi and elves as tribal decks that are viable in this sort of environment.
Yeah, certainly not. I don't like Fish. Like you said, Fish just doesn't get anything. It's
Yeah.
just the same deck. Maybe tribal zombies. Oh, Dredge. That was
There you
another
go.
one. That was the other
Yeah.
one that I couldn't think of. Because they get Dread Return.
oh yeah. Oh no, Chris had 5 cards.
Oh, he's keeping.
I'm not happy.
Looks like he had a pact
Yeah.
negation.
I hope he kills himself with it.
Oh, God, there's Scalding Tarn.
Packs of turn 1 preordained.
Got him. I'll go out on my terms, not
Stevens,
yours.
Delver.
Chris with the Mono 5, Lyle with the turn 1 Delver.
Blind flip coming.
Maybe this is where he packs. That's where Chris throws in the towel.
You got it.
I'd rather die to a pack than a Delver.
This is it. Looking for his breeding pool.
He sided them all out. Every land.
Oh. First steam vents on his side.
They're not incredibly necessary. This is a matchup, though, where Blasphemous Act being castable does come in handy,
That's true.
especially with all the Pyromancer tokens. So it's a good way for Chris to actually come back. He does have a Blasphemous Act in his hand as well.
17.
Starting to get an audience built up.
Okay, Mental Misstep, Preordain, couple lands, Young Pyromancer, and a Lightning Bolt. Yeah, that seems like a pretty decent hand.
Good thing he can kill himself.
Anytime he wants to, just throw it in.
Yep.
Just game over.
This is it.
Go out on his own terms. What didn't flip?
Crash.
This is fine. One poke here and there from the Delvers. It's not bad. But once he turns into that insect there, it becomes a little bit more difficult. Alright. Shocking.
16
He
all.
drew another Pyromancer for turn.
Nice.
So we could see that blazing or the Blasphemous Act coming down this game.
Fetch. And he'll get that Bladed Agent. Of course, 1/1 Infect unblockable is played in regular modern as well.
For now.
Till they ban it.
I'm gonna go ahead. Flipped off a lightning bolt. Lyle says game on. Here's a flooded strand.
And 2 bolts does make it difficult because that's 2 extra triggers. Mental Misstep can come down. I mean, he could fight over the Mental Misstep too.
Yeah.
And be like, alright, bolt, mental misstep, and still, have a second bolt available because he's got 2 steam vents now.
I don't even think he'd be too concerned with his bolt getting Mental Misstep because it's still 2 life. That Chris is losing.
That's true.
Wait, is that a steam vents out of Infect? What?
What is happening?
For the old Blasphemous Act.
And the
Alright, here's the
blazing
mental misstep.
Infect. Here's a mental misstep. Chris keeping
13 all
competitive
right
with
now.
Lyle's life total. And us says, I've got my own mental
So
misstep.
he gets 2 life out of Chris and another dude.
Trigger.
Up to 19.
Preordained.
So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That means
So it still costs 4.
4.
Draws. It looks like another land. The Misty for Chris. It's still not enough to
And
wipe the
there's
board.
8 damage.
Yep.
Right there.
Lethal on board.
And Lyle
Good
with another
news.
bolt.
Packed.
Yep.
Yeah. Packed him again. He looks at the camera. He knows what's going on.
That grin. And a Pierce the Jeffs, just in case.
Yep.
Just in case. Maybe there's another pact in there.
Pack trigger 1.
Lyle sitting there knowing he's going to win.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I hope he
So
doesn't. Don't attack.
yeah, so it's like
No.
you're sitting there
Yeah.
and you know he's gonna
Oh. Alright.
and a bolt.
Bolt.
Just in case. Alright, well, it looks like Lyle.
Packed.
And Lyle takes it.
Oh,
Oh, man.
shows it off.
I don't think he lost a match. I think he was 6-0 at the end of the day, if I remember
Wow.
correctly.
2-0 in the
Came prepared.
finals.
Mm-hmm. Delver, man.
So, what you're saying is Delver currently best deck in No Ban Modern.
Currently, statistics will show. We did have 2 of them in the top
We
8.
did
out
have
of 4.
2 out
Top
of
4.
4. Was it the majority deck that came across for the day?
There was at least 3, I think.
Yeah, there was them 2, of course.
Giving it to you.
Tim-
Congratulations to Lyle,
Tim
of course.
played it.
Oh, and Tim. Yeah, Tim did play it.
And
Yeah.
Robert Bush also played it.
I thought he played
4.
Burn.
Was it Burn?
Was
I
it
think-
Delver Burn?
I think it was like a. I think he was playing blue. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was just playing Burn.
Hey guys.
Hi.
In a format where Delver is good, count me in.
Popper as well.
That is true.
Hey, that deck's not fun.
No?
It's all about that the familiars deck in Pauper.
Oh.
That deck's a lot of fun.
Hmm.
Infinite combos in every format.
Hooray!
So, thank you again, guys.
It was a lot of fun.
We got
This
to see.
format is great.
We got to see some crazy shenanigans. Blazing Infect got to get there in the semifinals. We got to see Eldrazi stomp all over Affinity. We got to see Delver do Delver things every time it played, and just win every time it played on camera. We got to see Affinity fall on its face every time it was on camera.
Thank God.
And we got to see Dragonstorm
Not do a lot of
storm
swimming.